Alright, so here we are again. It's finally stopped raining here. I don't know how much rain we got, but it was a bunch. But anyway, I'm back on the 62 Skylark. Let's do a walk around to the outside here real quick. Not in bad shape. It's rusty. It's like 62 years old, but for being that old, it's in pretty good shape. There's one side this is the bad part. I need a fender. It kind of fell by the wayside too. A right front fender, then there's the headlight mounting thing, that piece there for the right side. I got the headlight, the grill, and everything. I need a front bumper and a front valance that goes, a metal trim that goes underneath that. So I'm got some feelers out trying to get that, so hopefully I'll be able to pick that up. Because I ain't planning to get this car done in a week, but it'd be nice to have it looking, at least it's nice to have a fender on it so I can put the headlights and stuff back in. But it's got the 215 aluminum V8, and it runs. I'm gonna get it run. I don't know if I'm gonna do that today because I gotta get some gas and stuff and some hose. But we had it run over at Randy's a couple weeks ago when I first looked at it. I need a master cylinder. I think I can get that over, locally maybe, hopefully, because it ain't got no pedals, nothing. I think the rod is broke or rotted out or something. Anyway, dog's out there trying to get his ass run over, I guess. So, it's a good old car. Side looks pretty good. The fender's all dented up. I'll probably try to find another fender for it eventually, but I'm not worried about that one right now. I just want to get it all whole first. And the only really rust hole I see is this right here. Down low here. And the gas can, I got to get the gas can opened up and look at it and see what it looks like in there. I got a bunch of stuff to do to this thing, but I love it. Just can't wait to get going, get on the road. I did find a brake light assembly, and it should be here tomorrow is what the thing said. It's broke, so that'll be in here tomorrow. So it's pretty cool, man. Like, it's a little ride. It's what Buick 1962's version of an economy car. And of course, no seats. That kind of sucks. But I'll find, I can get them. I'll buy aftermarket of that. Or I got this here. Don't run, transmission's out. So for the time being, I'm going to try to put this seat in there. At least for the driver's side. It's a little grungy, but it's better than sitting on a bucket. So anyway, can't wait to get this thing going. I'm probably going to get started here on bagging this, getting this interior cleaned out, getting the old carpet out and everything. And I'll get the vacuum everything up. I ain't going to worry about underneath the back seat today. I'm just going to get the rest of this done. I still don't know what I'm going to do about the headliner. It's good. I mean, it's perfect. It's just all the stitching is dry rotted. Every time you touch it, more comes apart. So I may try to take that out real careful and put it up in a box, see if I get somebody to stitch it back up for me and see if it's worth doing that, if it ain't, because I'm not going to buy a new one to replace it, at least not right off the bat. Priority now is get the thing running, hopefully driving, and then once I get it driving, and stopping, I need the brakes. I don't know if the brakes, except the master cylinder, hopefully it's just the master cylinder and the rest of the brakes are pretty good. It looks like somebody, as bad as it looks like somebody took pretty good care of this car. And there's a receipt with the stuff in the glove box that had some work done. I can't remember the date, but it was early 2000s, I think. So it's been messed with. Yeah, it sucks that the seats are gone, but yeah, can't really cry over spilled milk, so I said, that'll probably be the easiest thing to find because I can just buy anything, or I can hopefully if those bolt in, or I can get them to bolt in somehow, I'll drive them for that one. I'll probably just put the driver's seat in for now, and if I get it running good enough to put the kids in, and they can sit in the back. So anyway, I'm going to get the bag, open up that box of bags there and start putting all this shit in it and trying to get this inside cleaned out. All right, that's it for now. Talk to you a bit. All right, so here we are. First initial cleaning. Stripping the carpet out. There are maybe a few little rust holders. One there underneath that bracket, seat bracket. There's one little bit in there. One over by the gas pedal. For the most part, this floor is solid as hell. It's a little rusty and crusty on the top, but it's solid, which is goddamn surprising and makes me very happy. So there's a hole there. There's no hole underneath that bracket. That's easily fixed, easily patched. The old school way with an old license plate. I got to get the seat out and get underneath there yet, of course. And unfortunately, the headliner didn't make it. 62 years, it looked clean. It was clean as hell. It was just dry rotted as shit. Every time I tried and pulled on it, I just ripped another rip in it. And I got the first couple pieces out, but then the one piece, I just ripped a big corner off of it. So it was like, yeah, there goes the rest of it. So I got to get in there and scrape that stuff up here out of this sound deadener, insulation, whatever it is. I have to get a putty knife, scrape all that out. But it is what it is. I'll get some of that fancy schmancy aluminum covered sound deadener to stick up in there. If anything else, not, I'll just fucking paint it. I ain't that much worried about it. It's not rusty, which is the main thing. And like down here, this probably never gonna see carpet again. Especially with the way this thing leaks. Because you can tell that leaked air. If you look at this gasket around, like right there, and around the whole gasket's all broke up. So that's why it's leaking. So I got to get this thing under cover. And the Grandmobile does the same thing. Its trunk gets filled up with water. But I keep that under cover most of the time. If it's raining, I won't drive it. Now, I may get caught out in the rain every now and then with it, but I always bring it back, open the doors up, and let air out. And I probably need to pull the carpet out of that, too. Because when it gets wet in there, it smells like it doesn't smell pleasant, really moldy. So I probably may pull that out of there just to get that carpet out of there, too. So, I'm happy with the way things are going so far with this thing. I really am. The floor, some guys look at a big old hole in the floor like, yeah, that's not a problem. To me, it's like I don't have a welder. I don't know that I have the skills to do that stuff. And this being a unibody car, it doesn't have a solid frame. But if you look when I get some videos of the underneath, you'll see the unibody, the structure of the unibody is like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's great. I love it. I love this car already. And I know it runs, but I'm going to probably get it running tomorrow. We'll take a video of that. And I'm going to try to see if I can get it to move. It's the only thing I haven't seen yet. And who knows the motor? I'd love to that motor just fires up and runs forever. But the odds are it's going to need some work. Hopefully it won't. I'm hoping. There's always hope. The Grandmobile was pretty good when I got it. It's only got like 76,000 miles on it. But this car held up extremely well for a car that's been... that leaks so bad. The water was like pouring in on this side. And it's just as wet on the other side. So I'm going to let air out. And I'll take a vacuum to it. And I'm going to have to look into seeing what I'm going to do for the rust protecting, rust conversion stuff. And get that painted up in here. And that'll be done. And they can find me some seats. Or hopefully the seats out of the Explorer will fit. I don't really care that the color don't match. They're leather, they're heated. If I want to hook up a heated seat, I can hook up a heated seat. Not that I'm that worried about it, but they were nice on a cold day when I was driving it. Of course, that thing's got a transmission out in it. And they want $800 for a junkyard one. And like $4,000 to for somebody to do all the work and rebuild it. And I just don't have that kind of money. And I don't think the cars, I mean, it probably ain't worth $10,000. Anyway, I'm just getting off subject here. I might have to delete that part out. All right, so anyway, there's the first look at the floorboards. Let's go over the other side. It's the same over here. I mean, there's still some dust over here. There's something all wet, most of it's wet. So I'm gonna dry it out. And we'll vacuum it. There's only one floor hole I see. That's right there in the corner there where the gas pedal is on the floor. This bracket here is rusted. I don't know if it's going to hurt it structurally. Yeah, see, we had to put something underneath there. That back side of that one's gone. We can stick something underneath there. Piece of aluminum, piece of wood or something even. Sturdy it up so I can bolt the seat down. And there's that hole right there. And as you tell, it's right where the gas pedal goes. And I tore the carpet off here. That's just holding water in. And I may pull those covers off, set them aside somewhere and get them drying out so I can try to fix those. I'll just buy some carpet, or maybe I'll splurge to put a nice piece of leather in there or something. And like I said, I'm sorry the headliner didn't make it. But I don't know, it's just the way it is. Old cars, like the headliner in the Grand Automobile is perfect, and this would have been perfect. It is dry, 62-year-old thread. Just said, I've had enough and let loose. Unfortunately, this car is so cool. And look, you look at this. I can take a picture of this speedometer and go over and take a picture of the Grand Automobile speedometer. Buick didn't change their speedometer as much in 7 years. That's for sure. What's the mileage? This one's only got, of course it can be rolled over, but 71,724 miles. There's a little mouse nest in there I gotta dig out. And all this stuff is pretty solid. Got a shim. I'll have to put this out to rest of the stuff. It's got to be a shim, door shim. Yeah, it is. Huh. This car is different, man. That's why I always wanted one of these. And this thing here, this poor steering wheel it's just shit, parts falling off, and I don't know what I can do about that. Anyway, that'll probably do it for this video. I may have to redo this one because I got kind of off subject and I've been coughing and stuff. So anyway, talk to you in a bit.